Hi, I'm Paul Peterson. Welcome to Aging Well in LA. And boy, have we got a treat for you today. We are in the theater lobby of the Victory Theater over in Burbank, and we are about to watch a great show with a bunch of seniors called Rockin' with the Ages. Please stay tuned for Aging Well in LA. Welcome back to Aging Well in LA, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, someone I know you know, the Pink Lady, Miss Jackie Goldberg, who is the principal in Senior Star Power. Jackie, tell me about the production.
Well, first of all, my company, Senior Star Power Productions, is a production company that gives the venue to young seniors, 60, 70, 80, and 90, and maybe even 100, to show what they can still do.
Well, that's fantastic. You know, when you go through a playbill like this and see the remarkable history of these performers.
And their ages.
Yes, and it's right there. But we're talking dancers and singers here.
Especially people that have thought, Paul, that it's over.
Yes.
When it isn't over. They're experienced, they're exciting, they're energetic. And you know what? After when you see this today, you're going to say, hey, we need a senior theater in LA to show how wonderful these people still are.
You know, Jackie, I wish we could. On a serious note, as you know, there are a lot of professionals in the industry that are put out to pasture, and they shouldn't be.
One of my stars was 65, thought it was over, was a disco queen of the 70s, came back now has a new album, a hit record, new career at 69. Hello.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. Hey, we'll be right back. We're going to show you some clips of this production, Rockin' with the Ages. So let's go back to the 60s, huh?
So won't you please be my baby?
Barbara Ann, take my hand. Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a breathing. Barbara Ann,
I want you to meet the talented cast members of Rocking with the Ages. Starting with my friend Patty Brooke. Patty, so good to see you. What possessed you to come out here on the boards?
Well, I just had this wonderful urge to be a part of an ensemble production that the Pink Lady was producing.
Yeah. Well, doesn't it feel good to get back up and sort of exercise a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. It's a new chapter of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it's as successful as a previous one.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
definitely
great. And also want you to meet Vernon. Vernon, thanks so much. Your dancing was wonderful.
Well, thank you so much.
And here we have Carol and Douglas. You have to be the senior members of this senior cast. But it was so much fun. I remembered all of my Arthur Murray lessons. They all came back to me, every single one. Great. Then we got Bobby back here. I'm going to sneak over.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, man.
Well,
nice to see you.
Thank you, and thank you for the performance. It was so enjoyable.
Fabulous.
Now, how long did you stretch before you got out there and started dancing?
Well, years. They just go there now after all these years.
Did you ever stop dancing? Or did you keep it as part of your lifestyle?
I stopped actually dancing for a little while and then got back into it.
Okay.
Actually, now I'm taking hip-hop.
Yeah, too cool. Too cool. Now, I want you to take a look at a clip of the performances today. We'll be back in a sec.
Never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will.
fun. Now I want you to meet Phyllis Lovett, a former senior of California.
Miss Senior California.
Oh, but Ms. or
Senior,
Miss?
Ms. 2004. I was a Miss. Miss Senior California America.
Well, how fun. How fun. Now, who dragged you into this, or did you see the casting call and say, I got to do it?
This is the third time I have done Rockin' with the Ages, and
Oh.
I am so thrilled. I'm having the time of my life. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, let me tell you, it shows on stage. You guys, you have a wonderful time. Let me get up here. We have Dominique. Thank you
Nice
for
to
your
meet you,
performance.
Paul.
I'm going to sneak over here. Now, how many of these songs did you know by heart?
Not
Before
many.
You...
Not many. Not my era.
I was wondering because the music is so much a part of our lives.
Right.
But I think you're more of a standard guy.
Yeah, it's a big part of my life because
Yeah.
I started in New York many years ago.
Sure.
So,
Well,
but this was
wonderful.
fun. It's always
Of course
It's always
it was.
nice to learn something new.
That's true. That's true. And we can do it, too.
Right.
Now I'm going to scooch over. Okay, who have I got here? This is...
Anna.
This is Anna. Anna, I loved your songs.
Thank you.
Isn't it fun to get a story song where you can really kind of sink your teeth into
Yes,
it?
it is. Yes, it is.
Great, great. I think we have a clip of you singing,
Oh.
so we're going to watch that right now.
Okay.
There's nothing you can say to tear me away from my guy. Nothing you can do 'cause I'm stuck like glue to my guy. I don't care what you say anymore. It's my life. So I have to run on life. Leave me alone. Whoa. Take it to yourself. It's my life.
Now, wasn't that wonderful? Now we want you to meet Reuben. Reuben, what a fun entrance you had. The worried banker. It was great.
I don't speak English. I was kidding.
But you don't speak English so well. Yeah. And Carol, you could hit the back wall with your voice anytime you wanted to.
Oh, I do try and love doing it.
I love it, and I love it. That's how old troopers do it. And you, sir, were absolutely great. Your name again?
Tom Weaver.
Tom Weaver. What fun. You get to do an Elvis song.
Absolutely, I love it. I love
Great.
it.
And Sue,
Yes.
it was so wonderful to hear you and to watch your command of the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, pleasure. And yet another cast member, your name?
Meg Wilson.
Meg Wilson.
Yes.
And finally, Evelyn, thank you so much for your performance. You still got those
Oh,
moves.
yes, honey, yes.
Please stay tuned for more of Aging Well in L.A.
Welcome to The Empowered Patient. I'm Dr. Scott Kaiser, board-certified family physician and geriatric medicine specialist. We're joined by two lovely guests today, Julia Myers and Robert Cox. I'm just so grateful to have them here today. We're going to talk about navigating the healthcare maze as a caregiver and some of the challenges of being a caregiver, how to get the most out of your health care for the person you're caring for. Hi, Julia. How are you?
Hello, I'm just great, and I'm an empowered caregiver.
An empowered caregiver.
Yes, thanks to this wonderful booklet that you gave me, and I'm so grateful.
Well, I'm sure you've been an empowered caregiver even before that book. So I understand Robert's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and Julia, you've been his caregiver for some time now?
Well, last December in 2010, it was 1 year.
1 year.
And it's been a joy. It really has. He's a great gentleman and has a great history. He's overlearned in so many things in theater arts and music. And he's a joy because he sings at the senior center.
So it's amazing what you're able to do as a caregiver, but I'm sure it's not always easy.
The challenges that I faced that you mentioned in your booklet about not always easy to talk to the doctor. It takes some kind of it's a challenge because I'm not that expert at everything that happens, and so I depend very much on the medical field. And so when...
So you always accompany Robert to the doctor?
Yes, I
appointments?
do. And his hands right now are a little cold. And so the other day, when we were at a doctor's office for a cardiology test, the doctor was busy with other patients, and so we couldn't see him. But I wanted to find out why Bob's hands are always so cold. It's just a simple thing, but I still have to pursue that. I haven't been able to reach the doctor yet. He's so busy. But I will pursue that and find out. Maybe there's something that I can do.
Julia, how has this booklet helped you as a caregiver?
Well, I think that taking family member with you, in our case, I'm his companion when we go to the doctor. And I think that's very important that it just if you have another family member, to take them. They can help take notes and remind you of things in case you want to, so you won't forget something. But also the fact that this also mentions that you can get information from the pharmacy. And Bob has all of his medications listed at the pharmacy. He's been with them a long time.
So that's fantastic right there. So you're looking at using the pharmacist as another person in your healthcare team, somebody who can help you coordinate all of this information that we have to process and deal with that are critical in our health.
I wasn't at all familiar with the medications. I have a complete list of all the doctors, their phone numbers, their addresses, all the medications, but I didn't know anything about the medications per se. So I talked to the pharmacist. She gave me printouts on all the medications, and that lists what you can and cannot have as far as nutritional information, and which was new to me. I didn't know that. He used to eat spinach, and I didn't know he couldn't have it, so I was so grateful I learned that.
Tell us a little bit more about all the resources you've relied upon.
Oh, it's incredible. When you come to the senior centers, they have lists of places that you can get information. They have the Alzheimer's Association helps us. It's just incredible. There is no reason that any senior shouldn't have all the help they need.
And so what's wonderful in this booklet, you have all of these resources listed back here so that you, viewing at home, can connect with these resources in your area, the Alzheimer's Association, and different groups that can help get you to the senior center and help you with transportation.
Yes, indeed. And it's been a great help to have the senior centers because we enjoy the people and the staff are great.
You're emphasizing the importance of having somebody who you can rely upon with regard to your health, having really a healthcare buddy.
Unfortunately, that is true, and I hope that this television production can help people to understand that they're not alone. And the buddy system, I advocate, of course we all advocate that every senior should have someone that they can talk to on the phone or in their neighborhood or their home or their building. Keep in touch with someone and have a buddy so that you know what's happening with yourself.
Absolutely, Julia. You're not alone. Nobody's alone, in fact. When it comes to aging, actually, the baby boomers are starting to turn 65 now, and in fact now 10,000 people turn 65 every day, and it's going to stay that way for the next 20 years.
And they need to learn now.
Need to learn now.
How to take care of themselves and how to be with others and not be ever lonely. They should never be lonely because Bob and I know of a few seniors that are so very unhappy because they're lonely. And they don't communicate very well with others. That's so sad. It should not exist.
We need to learn now. So many factors really play a role in living longer and living better.
Yes.
To take charge of your health. And that's how, yes. And
May
that's
I just mention one thing? Advocating music and dancing, as well as other exercising, of course, whatever someone chooses. Thank you. Thank you to the city and county of Los Angeles because God bless them. They're doing good work for seniors. And we're not alone. We have a great team. And thank you, Doctor, for your work.
Well, thank you both. Thank you for coming on.
It was our pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Cox.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Same
much.
to you, too.
Oh,
We're
thank
all
you.
doing great work here.
So if an emergency happens, are you prepared? Do you know who to call? Do you have a meeting place? An emergency can happen at any time. You need to be ready. A family's a team. So take a few minutes and put a family emergency communications plan together as a team. Check out labt.org for all the info. Just be ready, prepare together. All right, let's go, come on! This ball is not gonna play itself.
You know, I am getting better. I can
that.
still take care of myself. You just don't know.
No. 3 times a day. These drops.
Now that Mom's moved in, life has become a bit more complicated for all of us. We knew there would be challenges, but overall, we're glad to be together.
I don't like to call him from the office when I have to go to the doctor's or if I want to go out.
We're so thankful for the help we received.
So now that we're rocking with the ages here, this is a perfect opportunity to bring out a little number that some of the people I've been working with on the Empowered Patient were working on for all of us out there. We've got a little song about how we can age well, live longer, better, and just enjoy it all. So enjoy.
And 3, 2, 1.
Exercise makes you well, you'll feel like smiling. Let the sun hit your skin to hit your D vitamin. You must walk in the park, but not after dark. When the rates still is high, stay away from the pizza and beach try. If the world makes you sad, just think and be glad. Take your meds like Doc says, and you'll surely feel better. When you're doing your big swell exercise, well, you'll feel like smiling. Let the sun hit your skin to get your D vitamin on the brain.
Paul Peterson again. Leor Baum, thank you very much for coming. We're here in the Victory Theater in Burbank to chat about your wonderful film, The Grand Scam of Things. Tell me, how did this film get started in your mind?
Well, it sort of came about from one of those scam emails that you get day by day by day.
Don't we still get them? I have 20 million waiting for me in the UK.
Exactly. We took one of the funnier ones we had seen and decided what would be like if somebody actually received this and fell for it, and what kind of situation could that be comedically. So we took it in that direction.
And just kept running with it, I guess, huh?
Yeah, really,
How long did it take you to put the cast together and get the writing down and finish the project?
About a few months. I mean, we wrote the script about a month, and then casting took about another month, and within about 3.5 months we had shot it, and within 6 months it was edited.
Now, your star was an elderly woman, correct?
That's right.
How did you find her?
We held a regular audition, that usually
Really?
the way we would usually do, and she came in and just knocked it out of the park. She was terrific.
Now, you've put together some clips, but one in particular, since you've already explained the setup with the scam emails, we're going to see that one. So set it up a little bit more, and then we'll go to the clip.
Well, this is the scene where she's already tried to get a cash in on the money she thinks she received. Yes. And in her mind, she meets the man who she thinks is going to deliver her the money. So this is that clip.
Okay.
This is that point of the film.
Okay, let's enjoy the clip.
Thank you very much for going to the bank for me, Gladys. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. Did my deposit help pay for your boat fees?
Yes. Precisely. Gladys, you are big winner. Big multi-million-dollar winner.
Wait! When will you return?
Oh, now that was funny. Now, so typical comedy, you just keep building on the more absurd things that could happen?
Well, sometimes that, and other times there's a reality of how people really get this every day and what would happen. So we keep a little humble quality to it in that way.
But the best comedy is dramatic. It's somebody's getting hurt or almost getting hurt. And unfortunately, we have many seniors that are falling for these scams, darn it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's the old dictum. If it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Stay away.
It's so right.
Gosh. Now, what are the future plans for the film, for the grand scam of things?
Well, despite the title, we are taking it to the festivals at the moment.
Excellent.
And we're looking to have a premiere quite soon.
That's excellent. Now, there's a huge list of festivals. Are you going to stay close to the area, or are you going to branch out and maybe go to New England,
It'd be great
Northwest?
to find all the people who feel passionate about the issue, but we'll start in L.A., all the cast and crew from here, and we'll see how it gets received first out here.
Excellent. Well, as you know, there are some wonderful places, El Segundo, and if you want to run up the coast a little bit, the one in Reno is fabulous. I like to go to these festivals because, particularly when youngsters like you, like yourself, are submitting new projects, because we need more new blood in the business.
And we need an audience. So
That's a good thing. Well, Leora Baum, thank you so much for joining us. Well, I want to visit again with Jackie Goldberg, the lady in pink, the pink lady.
Yeah.
Whatever possessed you to put this show together? It's wonderful.
I tell you the truth, the passion that I have for making sure that the new world out there realizes that we of the other generation are still exciting, energetic, and experienced.
Well, the 2 hours just flew by. Of course, it does. Who picked all the music? Was it you or Mark? Were you the guy?
I think it was just all together, but Mark was one of the geniuses that did it. And I just asked him for one thing. I said, I just wanted to rock. And we did. So that was it.
I know you heard. Half the audience is singing along with the words or doing the harmony. Yeah. Mark, you mentioned to me that you had to go through quite a few musicians to find the ones that fit the show.
We literally went through about 71 musicians to pick the band, and then we went through 2 months of picking the music to tell the story, and we went through 3 rewrites. So
well, and the rewrites I understand, because a show like this, it's hard to tell the story and keep an audience's interest, and then plug in a particular song.
And not only that, rock and music is not for everyone to sing. So we had to pick the group that could really get into it.
Yeah, but this was a group of seasoned performers, and it's what I said to Carol with that big voice. Isn't it fun to have a song you can sink your teeth into?
Yes.
That tells a story, that fits the storyline.
That was one of the fun parts about getting the music and the actors to go with it, was that it wasn't necessarily finding the right music, but finding the music that helped with a story and finding the actors to go with it.
Right. Now, how many, this is the third version of this show?
Right. And everyone is different. And the fourth one, Rockin' with the Ages 4, will be completely different than this one, but it will still rock. I promise you that.
Well, you're going to end up with like 4 or 5 traveling companies going around the country. Because I can think of a lot of performers that could be lured out of their retirement or their melancholy to come back out and get the love that an audience can give you.
Well, my wonderful lady, Patty Brooks, said,
Yes.
I was just babysitting, and then you got me so that now I'm out there again. Thank
Great.
you.
Mark, what was it like to work with these old pros? They are pros.
It was intimidating.
Really?
At first, it was intimidating because you're dealing with people that have years of experience
Yes.
over me. But I also had to step up because I knew what the job was, and I've had years of experience of my job in music, and so.
You made a whale of a contribution. I'm telling you, it was really a treat.
Fun.
Now, I want to make sure we leave our audience with some more of Rockin' with the Ages.
Yeah.
It got better as it went along, yes.
Marvelous. Oh my gosh, I'm on TV. This is my good side. That was the most fun. That was just great.
I am so pleased. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You should be so proud.
Oh,
you
very good. Very nice. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, thank you, Sam.
It was very good.
Oh, I love that enthusiasm.
That's
Thank
like
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so
It's a
much.
very talented group.
They are talented, that they are.
I'll keep rocking with you.
You're going to keep rocking with the ages. I hope so. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank
it was
you so
wonderful.
much.
It was very entertaining.
I'm so
Wonderful.
You
Thank
loved
you
it.
so
Oh,
much.
I
Loved
love
it. We
See,
both loved
this
it.
age group, I love it. Thank
Loved
you so much.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. We loved it. It was better than I ever expected, and it has nothing to do with age.
Margaret O'Brien, everyone knows you anyway, Margaret.
Well, the Rocking to the Ages was a wonderful show. I think it was better this year than last year. I think everybody was absolutely fabulous and a lot of great talent there.
Oh, I loved it. Rocking with the Ages, fantastic. The Pink Lady is phenomenal in putting this on, and I really, really enjoyed it.
I love the show, and I love Rockin' with the Ages, but most of all, I love the Pink Lady. And Diane, I can't believe it. Margaret O'Brien almost passed out. I can't. What a wonderful audience.
Margaret, hang out with the Pink Lady because she can get you back in the screen on the stage again. I tell you. They're rocking with the Ages. Yes, yes.